Understanding ship stability is essential for safe operations at sea, and the metacentric height or GM plays a key role in that. In this video, I'll show you how to determine a ship's GM using the rolling period method. This method is a quick and practical way to assess ship stability, most especially when we are at sea. When we say metacentric height or GM, it is the vertical distance from the ship's center of gravity to the metacenter. GM is typically calculated before departure, and for cargo ships, the initial metacentric height should not be less than 0.15 meter, corrected for free surface effect. If you are not familiar with the ship's metacentric height, I made a separate video about this. Kindly check the link in the description to see the full details. Another method to determine the ship's GM, especially when she is at sea, is by rolling period method. Rolling period of a ship refers to the time it takes to complete one full oscillation or one complete roll from one side to the other side, and go back to its initial position. It is the time in seconds for a ship to roll from one extreme position, for example, maximum port tilt, as the starting position, to the other extreme side, the maximum starboard tilt, and back to its starting position. This is now one complete oscillation or one full roll. This rolling motion occurs due to the ship's tendency to return to an upright position after being tilted or heeled by external forces like waves or wind. We usually used a stopwatch to determine the ship's rolling period. This is the common formula you can use to determine the ship's approximate metacentric height by rolling period, where GM is the approximate fluid metacentric height. K is a constant value, which is 0.44 if you are using English system, and 0.797 for metric system. B is the ship's beam. T is the ship's natural rolling period in seconds. The result will be raised to the power of 2. You can use this constant value if you are taking an examination, or during the written assessment. But if we are on board, we can replace the K value with factor of rolling period, or known as the rolling coefficient. You can find this value on the ship's rolling coefficient table or on the stability manual. In some cases where no rolling coefficient value can be found on board, the master or chief officer may consult the shipbuilder for guidance. The rolling coefficient values that I will show you are the average values in metric system, but these values may vary depending on the ship's type and loaded condition. For empty ships with ballast only, the rolling coefficient is 0.88. For ships in loaded condition, with liquid in some tanks comprising the following percentage of the total load on board. With 20% of the total load, the rolling coefficient is 0.78. With 10% of the total load, the rolling coefficient is 0.75. With 5% of the total load, the rolling coefficient is 0.73. Again, these values may vary depending on the ship's type and loaded condition. Kindly check the ship's rolling coefficient table. Let's solve this example. Determine the approximate metacentric height of a loaded ship that has a beam or maximum breadth of 23.25 meters, with a rolling period of 12 seconds. You can find the ship's beam in the ship's general particulars. With the ship's condition, which is loaded, I will consider that the rolling coefficient is 0.78. Determine first the result inside the parenthesis before raising it to the power of 2, use the PEMDAS rule. The approximate GM is 2.28 meters. This is a precalculated GM for a given rolling period. This is usually prepared by the chief officer and posted on the wheelhouse. Below you can see that the rolling coefficient is 0.78, with a ship's breadth of 23.25 meters. If you are on board with this vessel, and the ship's rolling period is 12 seconds, using this precalculated metacentric height, the GM is 2.28 meters. With a rolling period of 15 seconds, the GM is 1.46 meters. That's all for now. I hope you found this video helpful. See you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.